ArsenalFanTV, got Mo here, long time no see, everything
it's a
good?
long time, man.
Good to be back with a bit of Arsenal, and wow, they were banging them in today, weren't they?
Yeah, man. It was a nice day out, good weather, Arsenal winning, good day all round, and 8-0, you can't complain. But I was chatting to a few lads after the game, and I was saying, do you remember when we used to do this in the first team, beating teams 7-0 and that sort of stuff? And I'm just hoping, that's a long way away, but I'm hoping we're on the road back to that level of greatness now. And obviously none of us can read into this, but what I really liked about today, some of the youngsters look brilliant. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Reece Nelson, Nketiah, they look good. And the one that really stood out for me, Emile Smith-Rowe, I've been singing his praises for a couple of years now, man. I really, really think that he's got massive potential, and what I love about him is not just the fun parts of the game that he does well. He grafts. He really does work hard. He does the simple things as well, and he's a strong player on the ball as well. He can kind of mix it a little bit, but on top of all of that, he does the difficult parts of the game really well as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing him out in Singapore, hopefully, and also get a bit of a run out in the first team this year, even if it is just Kyle and Cup or whatever. But yeah, I was looking forward to seeing him playing.
They look fitter today. There's players out there to me that looked a bit leaner as well. I don't know if it's just the illusion because we've been seeing all these videos of them training and stuff like that. Mustafi looked leaner to me. Yeah, he looked leaner. And there was one other player that I was looking at, Kolasinac. I was like, he looks a lot leaner. I mean, you think that we worked a bit harder this time?
It's hard to say, right? And but the thing is, it's hard to say whether we worked harder or not, because we don't know what was shared and what wasn't shared when Arsene Wenger was at the club. He had his fingers in every single pie, so he might have had an influence in what gets released to people in terms of the training methods and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know, man. It's difficult, but from the footage we've seen, I've absolutely loved seeing the players come off that training pitch.
Do you like this openness that we're seeing at the moment?
Love it. And also what I love is seeing how dead the players are when they're coming off. Because for me, if you didn't win a trophy last year, you failed. And if you failed last year, you better be working hard to make sure it doesn't happen again. And we're seeing that. So I love seeing the fact that Bellerin and Mustafi, they're coming off the pitch and they're dead. They're shaking their head and they're lying on the floor. I like seeing that, but then there is also a balance to be struck. You don't want them to get burnout. So, look, I've enjoyed it so far, man. This is a good start.
And signings, enough signings for you? I mean, we seem to have sort of identified the areas that we've all said need sorting. First of all, for you, are the signings right? And secondly, do we need anything else?
We do need something else, and I think we're lacking in wingers. For me, the best winger in our team is Mkhitaryan, and Mahrez is just fine signed for City, for example. Had we got someone like Mahrez, I would be buzzing right now. I'd be really excited. And let's face it, he'd walk into our first team, someone like Mahrez. I would like to see a marquee winger come and join the club. I don't think that's going to happen, but I am happy with what we've done so far. I think we've added defensive solidity, and that's what we've needed. Going forward, we can wipe the floor with teams. We've got really good players going forward, and we've got experience, we've got leadership. Emery's talked about 5 captains that he wants in the team. We've got Lichtsteiner, we've got Socrates. These are those sort of caliber players, experienced leaders, they're winners. So I'm happy with that. But no one that has come in, apart from Torreira, is someone that I'm really excited about, that I think we're going to be seeing week in, week out. But Torreira is the one that I've got high hopes for. We obviously have to be patient and give him a year to adapt. I don't judge people in their first season. But for me, what I want to see is him only being surpassed by Kante, because I think Kante is in a league of his own in that position, but Torreira, I'm hoping, gives us 90% of what Kante does, and I've got really high hopes for him because he had a great World Cup. And when you look at his stats, when you see what he's done for Sampdoria in Serie A, he's a very, very good specialist CDM, so we've needed that for a long time, and hopefully that'll free Xhaka up to do what he's good at rather than be criticised for not doing what he's not good at.
Bare minimum for you this season?
Look, people aren't going to like this, but I'm going to be realistic about it. Bare minimum for me is it can't get any worse. So if it's 6th, Emery's got a free season from me, and I'm just not going to complain. Any worse than 6th is unacceptable. 6 is for Arsenal. 6 is relegation zone. Do you know what I mean? Because there's that mini league, and we shouldn't be 6th. But in that mini league, if we drop out of that, then that is absolutely unacceptable. The fact that we finish 6th, if he takes us into 5th or 4th or whatever, that's progress. If he maintains 6th, then I'm going to be saying to him, in his second season at the club, now that's not good enough. Now you need to push on. But we've got to be realistic, and we look at the levels and the points gap between us and, I hate to say it, but Tottenham, Liverpool, United and Chelsea. How are we expecting to bridge that points gap? You know, we have to give him time. We have to let his methods take effect in this club, and then I think we can start putting the pressure on him. So 6th is the bare minimum, but on top of that, Arsenal always have to win a trophy every single year. We're not Tottenham. We have to win a trophy, whether that's the FA Cup or the Europa League. Carling Cup's not enough for me, but it's got to be a trophy on top of that, you know, league position as well. So I think we'll finish 6th and win the Europa League next year. That's my prediction.